Welcome to Once Upon a Dish, where something delicious happened. This channel uncovers how food has quietly rewritten history, and today's episode isn't about kings or queens or feasts of legend. No, it's about something far more ordinary, a small, rough, dirty root, one that grew beneath the soil unnoticed. But don't be fooled, that root reshaped Europe. It fed millions, built empires, and brought tragedy. It is the story of the potato. Stay with us, because by the end of this film, you'll never look at your French fries the same way again. And before we dig in, hit subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's cooking here. Our story begins high in the Andes of South America. For the Inca, the potato wasn't just food, nutritious, long-lasting, able to grow where nothing else could. Then came the Spanish conquest. They took treasures of gold and silver, but also this unassuming tuber. When it reached Europe, people didn't know what to think. It looked strange. It wasn't bread. It grew underground, hidden, dirty. Some even called it dangerous. Food for pigs, not for people. But hunger changes opinions quickly. Slowly, farmers began to plant it. Families began to boil it. And Europe's relationship with food would never be the same again.
1 acre of potatoes could feed an entire family of 5. That's twice the nutrition of wheat. And unlike fragile grains, potatoes thrived in poor soil, cold weather, and even in years of bad harvests. And the result? A population boom unlike anything Europe had ever seen. More food meant more children could live past infancy. Families grew larger, communities expanded. In just 2 centuries, Europe's population doubled. Think about it. Wars were fought, empires built, factories powered, and behind it all, quietly, the potato was feeding the revolution. Imagine the ripple effect. Soldiers marching with sacks of potatoes in their rations. Workers heading to factories with potato stew in their bellies, cities swelling, powered by a food that was once dismissed as fit only for animals. The potato fueled the rise of modern Europe. From Ireland to Russia, it gave resilience against famine and stability against hunger. It's no exaggeration to say, without the potato, there might never have been an industrial revolution, at least not the Europe we know today. But every miracle has a shadow. Depend on one crop too much, and you gamble with disaster. Ireland, 1845. The potato blight struck. Leaves withered, roots turned black, entire harvests rotted to slime. And when the potato failed, so did everything else. Within a few years, 1 million lives were lost to hunger. Another million fled on crowded ships, searching for survival overseas. The Great Famine was one of the darkest chapters in European history. The same humble food that had given life to millions now brought despair and death. And yet, the potato survived. Today, it's so common we barely notice it. Mashed, fried, roasted, turned into chips in crinkly bags. It's comfort food, party food, everyday food. But behind every serving lies the story of how a root once fed empires, sparked population growth, and shaped the modern world. So next time you dip a fry in ketchup, remember, you're holding history in your hand. Do you think the potato is the most powerful food in history? Or would you give that crown to rice? Or maybe bread? Let me know in the comments. I'm ready for a food fight. This was Once Upon a Dish. Because sometimes something delicious happened, and it changed the world.